Hello class 8, welcome to your geography class. So in today's class we are going to continue chapter number 1, that is representation of geographical features. So today's class is going to be very interesting because you people are going to identify the relief features through the given contour heights or contour lines, right? So I want everybody be with the notebook and pencil, and whatever instructions is given in this class, you just note it down and follow that instructions, right? So today's class is going to be very interesting. So let's start today's class. So now first we are going to draw the contour lines like this. So this 4 concentric circles, you are going to make it, roughly you are going to make it, and you are going to mark it like this is 100 meter, this is 200, this is 300, and this is 400, right? The first one, inner one, contour line is with the height of 100 meter, second with the height of 200 meter, third 300, and fourth one is 400. So it is understood that 400, 300, 200, 100 is in meter. And just the gap between this 2 point is, you just make 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter. Is that clear? The gap between these 2 points for the inner circle, that is 2 centimeter. Make it roughly. This contour height, this contour line is 100 meter, second 200, third line is 300, and the fourth is 400. Right? Now, next step. Next step is, you are going to extend this 2 centimeter line till here, and this till here, right? Now you are going to join this horizontal line with the vertical line like this, right? And just close this line like this. You are going to use a scale, right, to draw these lines. Now this is, you consider it as a 0. Now you mark these vertical lines equally, like this is 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, here also 1 centimeter, you mark there. Again, this is 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, mark like this. Now what you are going to do is, you are going to join these 2 points which are marked on these vertical lines like this. Now you are going to write here, this is 100, 200, then 300, then 400, then 500. So this is how you are going to make scale, right? So same here, 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500, right? So upper limit is 500 only. Why? Because the last, this contour height is 400. So we are going to mark till 500 meter only, not more than that, because it's not necessary to make more than 500, because the last limit is 400 meter. Clear? Okay, now. So whenever you are going to make the scale, you are going to mark like this. You are going to start from 0, then 100, then 200, then 300, then 400. That means in ascending order. Clear? Okay, now ascending order you are going to mark like this. Now the next step is, now what you're going to do is, you're going to add this you are going to mark this 100 meter. The last extent is here. So you are going to make a line, dash line, and you are going to end that dash line up to here, because this is the 100 this is of 100 meter height is there. Now from here also you are going to make a vertical line like this, and you are going to end this line up to here, 101. Now same like that in 200 also. This 200, this vertical line is going to join this horizontal 200 line here, 200, and here also this 200 vertical line is going to end here in the horizontal 200 line, right? Now come to 300. This 300 vertical line is going to end here in 300 horizontal line, and this 300 also you just mark like this vertical line, the last extent till here, and the 401, that is here. So here also this is 400, 400, this is, you are going to end here, this 400 vertical line and horizontal line. So now just make dots there where the vertical and horizontal points meet, right? Now we are now the next step is you are going to add these points roughly like this. So this is what I told you, this is a depression. This is a depression, or we can say it's a valley. So from these contour heights we come to know that the place is having a depression or there is a valley. Clear? Okay. Let's do one more activity so that you can understand it better, right? Okay, now just make contour heights. There are 3 contour lines heights, and now write down the gap between these 2 points is let's suppose 3 centimeter, right? 3 centimeter. Now this one is of 300 meter, the second one is 200, and the first one is 100, right? So note down this. Contour heights are given. This is 3 centimeter gap here, 300, then the second one is 200, then the first last one is 100. Okay, when we compare to the first one, first activity, I have written these contour heights in ascending order. Now in this second activity I have written this contour heights in descending order. So this is 300, then 200, then 100. So let's do this activity. Now I hope you can make the scale now. So just make the scale. So here I'm going to extend this line like this. Now I'm going to make the scale like this. Now same way, 0 here. Now I'm going to mark this as a 1 centimeter, then 2 centimeter, then this is 3, 4. That means 1 centimeter gap, 1 centimeter, right? Now I'm going to make up to 400 meter. Why? Because the last limit is 300. So now same way, 100, 200, 300. Here also 100, 200, 300 and 400. Now next step is we are going to join this 100 point like this, and 200 to 200 is 300 point to 300 point, and 400 to 400. This horizontal lines we are going to make like this. Now the next step is as I told you earlier, that this 300, now this the inner one is 300 meter. So you are going to make this dashed line, 300 line, vertical line like this, and now you are going to end here in 300. Now here also you are going to end up here 300 meter. Now next is 200, so you are going to mark like this is 200, and this one is up to 200 you are going to mark, and this is 100, so here 100 you are going to end here, this is 100. Now next step is you are going to make dots like this, where the vertical lines meet up with the horizontal lines. Now roughly you are going to join this like this. You are going to join all the dots like this roughly. So what feature is this? What feature is this? This is a hill, right? Children, I hope that both the activities you have already marked, done in your notebook. Now just give the name of those activities as activity number 1 and activity number 2, right? Okay, now let's move to the next topic, that is landforms. So you see various landforms on the earth's surface. For example, hill, mountains. These are very prominent features or landforms we see in our daily life, right? And some landforms like plateaus, spur, col, saddle, and ranges, ridge. So many landforms are there on the earth's surface. So let's study about those land features or land surface or relief features briefly. Okay, the first landform is steep slope. So steep slope, if you find and the topographical map, if you see the contour lines are very closely packed, almost touching each other. So that contour lines show that there is a steep slope, right? So the land is having a steep slope. So steep slope, generally it loses or gains height. Clear? Loses or gains height within a very small distances. So that's your steep slope. Whereas gentle slope is what? On the topographical map, if you find that the gap between the two contour lines or heights are more, they are not very closely packed, they are apart from each other, so that shows that the land is having gentle slope. So gentle slope is what? In a gentle slope, the gap between the two adjacent contour heights will be more, as I told you earlier also. So as a height gained or lost is less within the same distance, as the change is gradual. So the change is gradual, that means the change is very less, very slow. Clear? Okay, that's the gentle slope. So on topographical map, if you need to find whether the land is steep slope or gentle slope, so what you will see the contour, the space between the contour heights. So if the contour heights are very close to each other, touching each other, that shows the land is having steep slope. And if it is far away from each other, if there is the gap between the two contour heights are more, then that shows the land is having gentle slope. Clear? Okay, now let's move to the next one, that is hill. So I think everybody knows about hill. You all have seen hill. So hill is what? Hill is it's a raised area with a peak. Summit is there, peak is there, and the contours tend to be closely packed, almost concentric, with increasing value towards the peak. Towards the peak, the contour heights is increasing. So through that contour heights also you come to know that the place is having uh, uh, hill. So concentric means it's somewhat like this, closely packed and concentric, and the height is increasing towards the peak, right? So this is what this shows, the place is having hill. Now next is plateau. Plateau, we all know, it is known as table land. So why it is table land? Because the top of the land is almost flat. Because generally in hill and mountain, you see this type of summit. Somewhere conical, somewhere this type of summit. So these are either hill or mountains. But plateau is what? Is a raised area. But the top of this land is almost flat. So that's plateau. Now there are sloping surfaces on all the sides, losing height away from the top. And if the sides are steep, contours are closely placed, and if the slopes are gentle, the gap between the contour is more. And the contours of plateau are generally elliptical in shape. You know what is elliptical? So this is elliptical shape. You see the contours which show the plateau, that place is having plateau there. So you just see the contours, because if the sides are steep, contours are very closely placed, and if the slopes are gentle. So this is generally elliptical in shape. This contours or this contour heights show the presence of plateau in that region or in that area. So this is elliptical shaped contours which shows the presence show the presence of plateau. Okay children, I'll take your leave now. I'll continue this chapter in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.